Can salary increases save Nigerian banks? Inflation is biting hard in Nigeria. The naira is struggling, prices are soaring. Essentials now feel like luxury purchases. To help employees cope, Nigerian banks are increasing salaries. GT Bank, First Bank, Union Bank, and most recently, Zenith Bank, which increased salaries by 20% for nearly 10,000 employees. Which sounds really great, but is this enough? When GT Bank first announced its salary increases in October 2024, inflation was at 30%. Fast forward to January 2025, inflation has shot up to 34.8%, which means a GT Bank executive trainee now earning 460,000 naira might feel richer on paper, but in reality, the purchasing power is still shrinking. This brings up the real issue that banks are trying to solve with these salary increases, which is talent retention. Banks are not just fighting inflation, but they are fighting to keep their best employees. Commercial banks and fintechs are typically poaching employees. A great example is GT Bank when its tech team started leaving for other banks and other countries. And then they had to double salaries in 2022 to contain this talent drain. And today, even with salary raises, bankers are still looking abroad. One executive trainee from GT Bank puts it like this: the raise is good, but if I got an international offer today, I would definitely take it. For exposure, not just for the money. So are these salary bumps helping? Yes. Are they enough? Not really. So what happens if the bankers keep leaving? We have seen this play out before in healthcare. From 2019 to 2024, Nigeria's doctor-to-patient rates worsened from 1 to 5,000 to 1 to 9,083, which is miles away from WHO's recommended 1 to 600 ratio. Today, the country has only 24,550 doctors for over 223 million people. Anyone who has waited long hours in a Nigerian hospital can see the impact of this brain drain. Banks might not seem as life or death, but if experienced bankers keep leaving the system, the effects will still be significant. Fewer experienced staff at banks could mean longer waiting times and poorer customer service. Banks may have to just continue increasing salaries to retain and attract talent, which will just continue to increase their overhead costs. And a weaker banking system with more inexperienced bankers will definitely be a target for fraudsters, which makes us start to wonder, if Nigeria cannot keep its best financial talents, how will it compete in an ever-evolving digital and globalized world?